Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Right, a lot of you are probably thinking, what the hell are you doing this beer review for? Oh God, I've got loads of people messaging me. Unreal, isn't it? I haven't done a video for ages, and then people want to message me. Right, so the channel thing hasn't changed. The channel will still be stopping. Or, well, the reviews will be stopping. I will update you in another video in a day or two in more depth. But yeah, this video is actually a beer review, and the reason I'm doing it is because one of my subscribers, Ian Smith, asked me, he's obviously seen a post or whatever I've done about the latest Pinter brew that I'm doing, and he asked me if I would review that before we sort of stopped. Would it be possible to do that? Well, I'm going to review it. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to review it now. And the reason I'm going to review it now is, well, because it was more or less ready, or just, it was only a few days ago he asked. So it was only going to be a few days to come. So I thought, yeah, the fact that somebody's asked me to do it, I will do it. It won't be something, I'm not going to be whacking out loads of reviews if people come in and say, oh, you do this, will you do this? I'm doing this because I've had such a great response, to be honest. And I suppose in a way this is kind of giving something back to some of the subscribers, or certain people, or one person in particular, but hopefully you'll all enjoy it. So we're looking at one. Ian Smith, by the way. Did I mention Ian Smith? It's Ian Smith who commented. So a big thank you for watching, mate. You asked for it, it's coming up. So we are looking at one from the Pinter 3 now. It's one of the Space Hopper. One of the beers from the Space Hopper range, if you like, and this is the Big Dipper. There's 3 beers in this range. You have the standard Space Hopper, which is a 7% double IPA, or approximately once brewed. That is just the syrup, if you like. There's no hop oil to it. This one that I'm doing now is the Big Dipper. I think it's basically the Space Hopper with hop oil and that extra thing. Again, comes out at approximately the same ABV, 7% once brewed. And they do a West Coast edition, which is basically all the same, but West Coast, if you like. Again, that has the hop oil thing. I don't even know what I said before. Did I say hop oil? I don't know. But anyway, right, beer's there. Brewed it for 8 days. It's 20 quid a pouch, I think. Because I get it on the subscription, so it comes in a bit cheaper. I think if you buy it, it's 20 quid. You get about 10 pints out of it, but you do lose some as well. I reckon you end up with about 9 pints out of it, myself personally. But 20 quid, I think it is if you buy it singly. If you do it on the subscription, it's cheaper. Everyone else can double check the prices. Don't go ripping me a new arsehole if I've got it wrong. I'm just here to review the beer. So, like I say, Big Dipper, brewed for 8 days, cold crash for 1 day, and I think conditioned for 5. If not 5, it was conditioned for 4. The fridge has been set at 4 degrees. It came out about half hour ago, 40 minutes ago. It may have gone up a degree or 2. I've done the readings of the ABV. My one has come out at 6.3%. So they're saying the double IPA, compared to, I suppose, a session IPA at 4.5%, I suppose you could call it a double IPA. But in double IPA standards, yes, it's low, even at 7% if you get that ABV. We're just, you know, I'll call it a double IPA, but really it's coming in really at a standard sort of IPA percentage at 6.3. So not tried anything yet. All I've done is poured a little bit so I can do the ABV thing. I could put it in the pinter glass, but bollocks to it. I don't want a half, I want a pint. So Ian Smith, this one's for you, mate. Hopefully it's going to be good as well. Probably what I'll do is end up bottling a few of them. We'll see. I don't know, maybe I'll just drink them. I don't know. But let's, what I'm going to do is do a video of the pour. I'm going to try and just turn the camera around. I don't know how good the thing will be. I don't know if you can. I'm not even going to tamper with it. You can see what I'm doing when I pour it, and you'll see how the beer comes out, and then we'll turn around and we'll just carry on doing the same old usual stuff. So let's give her a go. I'll try and get my big fat belly out of the way. Give it a good pour. Will it be really... Oh, shit. I got a bit carried away there, yeah. I've probably made it livelier than I need to. I think I thought I was pouring from the PD or the blade then. I forgot that you've only... with this tap on this Pinter 3, the softer you are with it, the less bubbles. If you want to be a bit more vigorous, you'll get more of a head. But I'm going to settle for this, whatever. In running commentary, why Bazza pours a beer. Unreal. So there we go. Beer poured. I haven't even paused the video. So let's turn the camera around again. Get Bazza back in the action. Get Bazza back in the action. Beer in a glass. Let's have a look. Can't knock that. If you look at that, that is a great looking beer. Will it taste like it? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But we've got a hazy, murky sort of amber looking beer. I'm not expecting it to be massively heavy in body because these Pinter brews are always that little bit light. They're not wishy-washy, but they're always light. Don't expect a bloody £6 double IPA, put it that way. Hazy sort of light amber, sort of orange if you like, sort of colour. There was bubbles going up. Yeah, I can still see a few bubbles going up. It's very murky at the top. We got a 2-finger compact head. There's a few big bubbles in there, but Baz was a bit vigorous. So let's give it a swirl. Dive in on the nose. I'm trying to get the head going and see what we get. Yeah, probably from what I remember of the Space Hopper and the West Coast one, it pretty much just smells the same. A little bit of that sort of maybe yeasty maltiness, if you like. I'm going to say maltiness in there. Maybe a little bit of alcohol in there as well. That sort of ethanol thing that I've had from the odd brew, I think. That's been that bit stronger. But overall, no, it smells nice. It's got a nice hoppy aroma. Lemon, lime, they are sort of, you do get a lot of aromas out of these beers. What you get in one, you get in another as well. Lemon, lime, citrus, hoppy. It smells nice though. It smells nice. Let's stop talking. This one's for you, Ian Smith. It's for everyone really, but the fact that you asked me, I've done it. Big Dipper. Big Dipper. Space Hoppers, bigger brother, Pinter 3. Roughly at about 5 degrees, coming in at 6.3% rather than the approximate 7%. But if it tastes good, I don't care. Let's dive in. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, it's a nice enough drop again. I really can't complain. I really can't complain. I am going to say, quickly, I'll say this again after, but yeah, you still get that set sort of flavour in this beer, as I said with the nose, as you do with a lot of the other beers on the Pinter. Certain malts or something they use, I don't know, certain yeast, certain hops, I don't know, but everything sort of, there is a similarity with every beer. That's not to say it's bad though. So let's go in again. .3%. It's not a heavy body, but it's got some weight to it. It's a nice body. The body on this is actually sessionable, which is dangerous, especially if it, you know, as long as all my readings are right and it's coming in at 6.3%, that is dangerously sessionable. It's got a lovely weight to the body, which makes you want to drink it. It's got a carbonation in there that is absolutely minimal. Absolutely minimal. But it adds such... It's hard to describe. It really is subtle and minimal. But it adds to the drink. It does add to it. It suits the drink. It gives it a smoothness. It gives it a softness. Lovely mouthfeel, like I say, not too massively carbonated, but the carbonation's there, which helps everything. On the taste, I'm going to say sort of like on the taste, because I've got some of the, I've had a few of the older, the Big Mouth Session IPA. I've bottled it and it's been conditioning, and I took it down the other day and I've had a few of them. There's similarities in the taste, very much. You sort of get that lemon and lime citrus note. There is the hoppiness in this. Yeah, a bit more body. A little bit more flavour as well. I think that actually coming over ABV. I think that coming at 5%. So there's not a huge amount of difference. So you could just say, because the brews have gone like they have, that's how they are. Yeah, it's similar. But again, it's another nice drink. Does it warrant sort of, like I said, I think I paid $16.99 or $17.99, $16.99 I think, rather than 20. So it is £3 cheaper. Things have changed since I bought it. Does it warrant the cost? Well, I mean, that Big Mouth Session IPA coming at 5, it's supposed to be like 4.3 or 4.5. So that, I mean, that come out as a bonus. So really, and that was 22 quid, I think, if you buy that. Obviously, as the subscription thing, it's coming in at the same price. But yeah, I mean, I've got to admit, you know these, you can call them craft beers because they're not mass produced. But they're not really craft beers as such. Certainly not to the extent of, they're certainly better than a lot of the shit that you get in the supermarket. But if you're looking at £4, £5, £6 a can beer, they're not on that sort of comparison. But it's another very decent drop. Is there enough difference between the Space Hopper and the West Coast and that? I would say the West Coast is, you get more of that West Coast feel, but ultimately still sort of tastes like Space Hopper. This one again, I think ultimately still tastes like the Space Hopper. But you do get that more hoppy thing, obviously from the hop oil. And even though I've mentioned the Big Mouth and it's nothing to do with that, there still has the similarities with that in flavour, but this just feels ballsier. So it does make you wonder if these IPAs are all sort of pretty much the same kind of thing with very, very subtle differences. But overall, Big Dipper on the Pinter. Yes, mine's come out lower than the expected ABV. That can all be from the actual brewing thing and temperatures. But overall, a beer that I'm going to be drinking very easy. And look at that. I'm that far down the beer and that head is still there. It still looks, really good in the glass. And that is one thing that I can say about the Pinter. I mean, I know a lot of people have complained about the carbonation and now the head's disappeared and all that. I tend to have very good experiences with head retention on the beers from the Pinter. So for me, Big Dipper, well worth giving a go. There you go, Ian Smith, mate. You wanted the review. You've got the review. That's it for this one. Look out. There's going to be one more video coming up. I'm not going back on what I've said, but there might be a couple of things that I say in the video that are going to be little changes to what my initial thoughts were due to comments I've had. There will be a beer review. I may even do 2 beer reviews in that video, because my good mate JB from Northern Southerner sent me a load of beers, literally reviewed one and decided to sort of stop. So I think I owe it to him to review a beer from here, and I have asked him which one he wants me to review, so I'm going to do that. I also might pick one up from Stonehouse as well. They've literally just released one, so I think it'd be nice to maybe finish off on one of theirs as well. There'll be a bit of chat and what have you. It may well be quite a long video, but hey ho, it will be the last one. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the review, and I will see you on another, but that probably will be the very, 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 very last one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.